It is time. We are a week away from the fantasy football season, and I'm so excited. I got two drafts. I got one on Sunday. I got a 14-team super flex. It's a $400 buy-in. This is my big wigs. This is all the people I used to work with when I was at the Los Angeles Dodgers. They got the league still going. The only people that work at the Dodgers. It's the upper echelon, the execs there. And it's my most challenging because Superflex is kind of new to me. I've only been doing it for a couple of years, but that draft is I'm most excited for. Then I have a friends and family draft on Monday that I'm hyped for. Get to see everybody in the LA area. That is a 12-team, just standard PPR. I believe we're doing 2 flex spots. But so I've been mostly focused on the 14-team super flex. So I've been trying to stay focused on that, but I've been starting to ramp up my I know it's a week left, but the 12-team PPR that is pretty standard. I kind of follow a pretty simple formula. I just ran a draft not too long ago, and I think this is probably the path that I'm gonna take for that league as well. I had the 7th pick here. I think for those type of drafts, you want to be as flexible as possible. I am a firm believer of you wait on tight end. It's tight end points are very, you're not gonna win your league getting a tight end early, I feel. But I think you can lose it if that tight end does not meet expectations. So I'm a big believer. I hold off tight end as long as possible. Quarterback, I think, is the same way. There are so many quarterbacks within this realm, within this 12 team. You got 32 quarterbacks, so there's always going to be an option out there that might be better. Maybe you get 2 at the end of the draft, but you don't need to reach for these 2 early. There's always one quarterback at the end of the draft. I feel like Patrick Mahomes was one when he first started that you can take late, and it's going to be a valuable option. Jaden Daniels was case in point, prime example last season. So I wait on QB. But you just want to stack your team, stack your roster, stack your bench with elite options at the running back and wide receiver position. So this draft, I had the 7th pick. Justin Jefferson came around. I was contemplating CeeDee Lamb, but I think Justin Jefferson is the safer pick. This is a tough one. Justin Jefferson I think is the far better player than CeeDee Lamb, but they're fairly close. I do feel like CeeDee Lamb is going to have a great season. I think Dak is going to make his push for comeback player of the year. And I think that offense is going to be very pass heavy. So I was very torn here. I think I almost clicked CeeDee Lamb, but I don't think either one you can go wrong. I think Justin Jefferson, Kevin O'Connell, that offense, they're going to find a way to get him the ball. And he doesn't have as much competition as CeeDee Lamb does have with George Pickens, even though I do believe that Dallas is going to throw the ball more. So I think those are 1A, 1B. I was happy with that decision. I was hoping that Brian Thomas did fall to me in this position. He was taking the pick earlier, so I went with, I think, another stud. AJ Brown, I think he's going way too low in drafts for me. Top 5 wide receiver in the league always. I understand the situation that they have in Philly, running the ball. You got Saquon, you got that great offensive line, but I just have a feeling that it's not going to work out. And as far as fantasy, it never works out exactly how you think it's going to work out. You think they're going to follow the same formula that they did last year, and every year it's completely different. So I think AJ Brown is a steal as my number 2 wide receiver. I think that's ridiculous. Next option, I was contemplating Tyreek Hill here, and he went to pick after me. I think Tyreek Hill is going to have a bounce back year. I think Miami's offense, they just had a down year last year. I know there's, the front office is on fire and it looks like hell bent, but I think that offense is going to have a bit of a bounce back year. Tua, Mike McDaniel, they're all kind of on the hot seat. They're feeling the pressure, so they're going to want to perform, be better than they were. I just hope that they can find a way to perform in cold weather, because I don't know why they still haven't figured that out yet. I know it's Miami, which I'll need to go practice in New York to make sure that that you guys are ready for the playoffs. So I went James Cook. I was like, I kind of want to get a solid running back here. I think Ken Walker was on the board. Omari Hampton was close here too. I almost went Omari Hampton. Actually, I was more so torn Tyreek Hill, but I think James Cook is a solid option. Great running back. 16 touchdowns last season. I know he didn't really get whatever the carries, but Joe Brady is a great offensive coordinator. Likes to run the ball. Hopefully they don't run as much with Josh Allen in the red zone as much. Maybe they try to look to preserve him a little bit more. But I think having a number one running back in that offense is going to be was a great pick. Next pick, Marvin Harrison Jr. I was torn between Terry McLaurin and Marvin Harrison Jr. I like Terry McLaurin. I think I'm a little concerned that, he got signed late this offseason. I don't know why they fucking waiting on signing Terry McLaurin. He's elite wide receiver. All the stats, I've given you the stats before, how Jaden Daniels was ridiculously good targeting Terry McLaurin. Pay him, get him in there early. So I think I want Marvin Harrison Jr. because I just think they're going to find – he was a top 4-5 pick in the draft, and they didn't get him the ball last season. Like, he only had less than 120 targets, and 71% is the stat that I remember, were catchable. It was like something ridiculous. So they're going to find a way to get him the ball. I think either one of those are going to be was a good choice. Looped around. I was hoping T-Mac fell to me here. I would have loved to take him. TreVeyon Henderson was also another one that I was eyeing. But again, when I target my running backs, I want great offenses. I want teams that I think are going to be able to put up some points. And Isaiah Pacheco is, I think, another one. He had a bad year last year. So, again, buying the dip, buying the teams that struggled or the player that struggled the previous season, they're putting the work in the offseason to make that rebound the following season. So I think Isaiah Pacheco, his injury last year,